For me, it's almost like a little vulnerable to even be like, wow, okay, let's have this conversation. But I feel like I could say when I was a teen, you helped me so much in finding my confidence as a woman, even like in terms of sexual power, feminine energy, like these things that you exude and represent. Oh, I'm emotional, but it's like,
thank you so much.
Yeah, like I think of songs like I Get Off, Love Bites, like those songs aren't written from a male gaze or for a male gaze. Those are for us.
Absolutely.
And there's a lot of female artists who, you know, whether we do it on purpose or if it just happens because it's default that like men are somehow being, you know,
yes,
it's for them in some way. And these songs are for us.
Oh, absolutely.
And I think that's so special. And I'm wondering why that's important to you.
Well, first of all, that is the biggest compliment. And I'm having a moment right now because just by you saying that, I see the positive that has come from it. Whereas there was a lot of negativity surrounding a lot of that, in particular with I Get Off, with Do Not Disturb, with a lot of these sexually charged more lyrics that I do because I got a lot of pushback from that.
Because God forbid a woman has pleasure or is into it.
You know, especially even before it was released, you know, there are still people in this industry that are very afraid of a woman being confident sexually and being able and saying what's on her mind. I mean, it's just a thing we do, whether or not we're taught to say it out loud or not. And I remember there being conversations like, oh, well, can you change this line so it can be inclusive for everybody? And I'm like, well, it is inclusive for everybody. Because no matter how you listen to I Get Off on You Getting Off on Me, which isn't even that edgy, by the way. We have WAP in the world. It's okay. You know, I'm not that dangerous. But you know, there were a lot of those conversations like, oh, can you do that? I'm like, well, no matter how you cut this, it can be for everybody. It's just that you're viewing it like you're scared because a woman is saying it, that the men are going to be, oh, what about me? I'm like, it's for you too, because the more confident, think about it, guys, you know,
let's go.
Think about it. The more confident a woman is in her own body, in her own sexuality, the better time you're going to have with us. You know, it's good for everybody. Yes. But, you know, I don't know. I have a lot of those conversations with myself about the flip side of the coin. And there's a lot that we have been taught to endure, to compromise, to, for heaven's sake, I've been called a ballsy woman. We say things like, oh, she's ballsy for a girl being in a rock band. Oh, she's bringing a masculine energy to this genre, or you know, regardless of being a girl. Oh, she's the man. We have all these connotations when really what it is I'm being exactly who I want to be. And those decisions for me, when you said that to me, when I made the decision to have the standoff on the phone of, no, I'm not changing one thing about this song, regardless. And people saying to me, oh, well, we're probably going to drop your record then because that's irking some guy at the top that doesn't even know me, that's the head of a label, you know, or whatever, or whoever it is that is the gatekeeper in that, oh, well, the radio promoter won't play because it's too aggressive for a female, which has happened before, you know, to a couple of our singles. They wouldn't get played because, again, quote unquote, it's too aggressive for a female. Meanwhile, they have Godsmack, Five Finger Death Punch, Corey Taylor, for heaven's sake. So there's a lot of wrong that happens with that. But by you saying that to me, sorry, long story long, is those decisions that I made that I was like, after I had those fights and those standoffs and got my way, there is that thing in your brain saying, did I make the right decision? Or should I have played the game? Am I being a reckless female? Am I being difficult? Am I being a diva? Am I being too much, you know, or am I being a young, like naive person for thinking that I can buck this system? And so by you saying that to me gives me this huge, I don't know, it just feels like a weight lifted because, okay, I did the right thing.
Thank
and
God
that
you
was
did.
the right move to make, you know, because you just don't know. Like, again, like I said, this is chaos. I'm making decisions based on how I feel in the moment. Some of those decisions are right, some of them are not, but where that's concerned, I'm very glad.
Yeah, I'm so grateful that you did, because I feel like there's just very few women who are writing music for women. And it just, I just had so many moments where I was imposter syndrome, not feeling so confident. I could put on your songs and feel your energy.
Oh, yeah.
And so when I was young, unsure of myself, not sure what my femininity, what my sexuality looked like, there it was.